Is anybody there? Welcome to Fireside Rebels. I'm your host, Carole Ann, and I'm pretty grumpy today. I don't know. It's one of those days. I'm really feeling really fucking grumpy today. It's like everything has been driving me nuts. Maybe I need hormone replacement therapy. I've been telling other people they might need it. Maybe I fucking need it. Anyway. Hi. Welcome. Thanks for joining me for my rant today. Yeah, the day started out. Oh my God. I mean, like the day started out, my laptop was acting up, my work laptop. I went to take my dog for a walk and this beard truck delivery driver passed me on a solid line in a playground zone going at least double the speed limit with his fucking brewery name all wrapped on the fucking truck. I'm just like, so then I was going to report the brewery delivery driver to the brewery. And I went on their website and there was absolutely no contact information other than social media. So what the fuck? Like, okay, I'm using technology right now and I'm putting out my rant. I have my podcast through different channels and on YouTube. And, there's definitely a use for, some positive uses for social media and for technology. But I feel like sometimes it's getting way too fucking out of hand. Like, we need to have conversations with each other. We need to, support each other and get together. And I've had some really good connection time with some of my friends lately, which has been really great. And that definitely brings me back down to earth and just having that FaceTime the way we did in the olden days when we used to get together with our friends and have a beer and laugh and, shoot the shit and have a good time. So I'm so frustrated right now. I'm also pissed off because sinking into my couch here. I'm in British Columbia and the fucking wildfire smoke. Like now it's like we have smoke season. We don't just have summer, we have smoke season. And it's really bad. I have asthma. Actually, it's not even that bad today considering like some years when we've had really bad spells of it coming into our area and hanging over our area. Like it's been really, really terrible. And in some parts of BC and in the States and in Ontario, like there's places in North America right now and in other places in the world too. There's really terrible fires happening right now. And it feels really heavy. And I work in climate action. I work to support elected officials on climate, and it just feels really fucking heavy right now. And it's getting to be more and more throughout the year. I feel like we're having more and more catastrophes and this is human caused. This is what fucking irritates the fuck out of me is like people not recognizing that climate change is human caused. It's from the burning of fossil fuels. And yes, we all fucking burn fossil fuels. This is the problem. Like our whole society is embedded in the burning of fossil fuels. And so when those of us that are trying to make a difference and trying to, talk about climate, we're not saying go live in a fucking cave and, I don't know. We're saying if we all do our part in some ways and use our voices to encourage government, other levels of government to take climate change seriously and to put funding towards climate programs and, mitigation and adaptation and resilience and all of the things and not fucking build more pipelines, that is going to just be from burning more fossil fuels. Put good policies in place that will get all of us that are so reliant on fossil fuels in our homes and for cooking and for driving, and like it's so heavily embedded. Nobody's saying we're going to shut off the tap on fossil fuels tomorrow, because you can't. Like, it's all of our food is transported in vehicles that burn fossil fuels, and barges and trains, and like it's flying, like it's everything. It's just, holy fuck. I wasn't really going to talk about this, but anyway, I'm feeling it today because, well, so I've talked about on this podcast before that my passion is wing foiling out on the ocean. And when it's smoky like this, I have asthma and I can't go and exert myself out in the smoke. And it's really, fuck, it's like so annoying. Like, some of my gang went out today and probably had a pretty decent session on the water, and I couldn't go because when you're especially in the light, well, I feel like it's affecting the wind as well, that when the smoke is hanging and causing sort of changes to the northwesterly wind systems, it's very light wind, and it's harder for us to get going on our foil gear. We need like light wind gear. And so you have to pump really hard, like you have to work really hard to get your foil board moving across the water to get the momentum to be able to get up on foil. And that is a cardio workout, which exerts energy, which I have to breathe really hard. And so on a day like that's, I mean, I don't know, it's probably 70 parts per million, PM 2.5, I'm not sure, something like that today. I mean, it's bad enough that I can't see the islands across from, I'm looking out towards the ocean and I can't see the island across from me. It's shrouded in wildfire smoke. And so I couldn't go. I mean, all I could do today, and it's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful sunny day, nice temperature, and all I could do was take my dog out for a short walk and I go in the trees in the forest where I'm imagining that the trees are somewhat filtering the wildfire smoke out a bit. And I didn't wear a mask because I thought, okay, it's not over 100 today, so maybe I'm okay. But I do, like, right away start having trouble catching my breath, and so it fucking sucks. Like, so I'm housebound. It's fucking summertime when I want to be outside. I want to be riding my bike. I want to be out on the water. I can't ride my motorcycle, nothing, because I can't fucking breathe. So I have HEPA air filtration thing running. I've got a heat pump on cooling, and I'm grateful that I can be protected in my house, but I kind of feel a little bit like a prisoner. It's fucking lame. Can't go sit out in my hippie shack and sit outside and watch the sunset, really. Like, I mean, I guess I could for a few minutes, but fuck. It's just fucking irritating, and nobody wants to talk about it. Everybody, we all have this feeling of like guilt and shame deep down that, we're being blamed, because we are all to blame. All of us on the planet are to blame. But however, the fossil fuel corporations that are making trillions of dollars off on the backs of us people and the planet should not be allowed to just have free reign on burning fossil fuels. The governments should be putting in stricter policies and protections and not approving fucking pipelines just for jobs. And then you got this fucking bozo in the White House that is just like rolling back so many environmental initiatives that took, years and decades to get into place. And it's so sad, because all of the younger generations coming up are the ones who are going to suffer, because every year we see it. There's more flooding, there's more droughts, there's more wildfires. It feels like half the planet is on fire, and people don't really want to face it because it's too heavy. Like, and it feels too like, well, what can I do? I don't want to impact my own. We all think this deep down. Well, I don't want to impact my own comfort and my own lifestyle and my own, ability to thrive and exist in the way that I want to. Fair. Yeah. We all think that. We all think I should be entitled to the life that I've built for myself and that I want to have. 100%. We all feel that entitlement, that we all want to live the life that we planned, that we always wanted to have. And it's too painful to think that we're part of the problem, but we all are. We all are. I'm part of the problem. We're all part of the problem. We're humans. And it's just, I think for me, like, it's just recognizing the part that we all play and just try to do better. Try, even if that's a little thing, even if it's walking to work a couple of times or riding a bike or eating less meat or getting an electric vehicle if you can, flying less. It's not saying you have to totally go live in a cave. Like, that's just fucking stupid. And when people say that, I just want to punch them in the face. Fuck, I need hormone replacement therapy, I think, which is free in BC right now, recently, thanks to the provincial government. Anyway, what else was I gonna fuck? And I've just finished writing a book, which I'm super proud of, and I'm just kind of editing it right now. I'm in the final process of editing my book, and I'm really excited about it. But if I have to listen to anything fucking more on AI, it's like AI is just like, oh, I don't want to talk about AI. I don't want to hear about AI. So then I was listening to, I listened to all these different podcasts, and this podcast recently was talking about that some people are using AI, I guess, in their writing, and there was this talk about there's these platforms now for AI detection. Yeah, good idea. I thought AI detection, but so I thought, well, this is interesting. Like, so I wrote this book. I wrote my book. It's like, I don't know, 36,000 words or whatever. I wrote it all myself. I witnessed myself writing it, sitting here for the last couple months. And I thought, okay, well, I'll just out of curiosity, I'll do a trial on one of these AI detection platforms that I'd never heard of, and copy and paste some of my couple of chapters or whatever into that. Fuck, it came out with a couple of flags from my book that said 100% AI. Like, what? I wrote that. So, because I'm like, this is bananas. Like, so then I'm like, so you can't trust people to not use AI in their writing, but now you also can't trust the AI detection software because it's flawed and faulty. So I'm like, what the fuck? So I found it highlights the section it thinks is, and it was, I guess it was the section that a couple of sections it like very short, like couple of sentences or whatever, that it flagged as AI, because the rest of the book is like, it's memoir style. So there's stories, my own stories in the book. And then every chapter is kind of like a self-help. So throughout most of it, it's me, my voice, dropping F-bombs and swearing and talking the way I do. And then I think I was trying to be a bit more appropriate or a bit more professional sounding when I was putting some ideas about, like, for women in midlife to write in their journal, or I was trying to sound a bit more, I don't know, official or something. And so it decided that sounded like AI. So I literally went and took that, like, there was just a couple of them that were like the like exercises, like a reflection or an exercise to write in your journal. So I took it, I grabbed it, deleted the section, and just sat here and like, okay, well, I'll just rewrite it a bit different. And I rewrote it again, this one little three bullet points or whatever, rewrote it again, different, but still like trying to be a bit appropriate or a bit professional sounding, and copied and pasted that into the AI detection platform. It said it was 100% AI. I was like, what? Like, holy fuck. I'm looking at her. Did anybody, of course, nobody saw me. I'm in my house by myself. Did anybody I just wrote this myself and it said it was AI. What the fuck? So then I'm like, is it all a scam? Like, are the AI detection platforms like kind of part of a scam? Because now you have to pay. So as a writer, you have to pay for a trial for a subscription to run your stuff through AI detection platforms to to see and identify what it thinks is AI, which isn't because you just wrote it, but then you have to rewrite it again so that if you do send it to an agent or a publisher or whatever, publish it yourself, that it doesn't get flagged as AI. Because it's like, what the fuck? So my head, I was like, you got to be fucking kidding me. So now not only as a writer, like you write your own words, but now you got to worry about this fucking random created by humans, I assume, who somebody's wrote that code. Maybe it was AI. It's like, okay, so now as a writer, you write and then you have to run it through AI detection platform to have it tell you what it thinks is AI that you just wrote, and then you have to rewrite it again. So holy fuck. So I did that. I was like, you know what? Fuck this. Like I would not want somebody accusing me of fucking using AI to write my book. And you know what? People do. And whatever, like fill your boots, but don't like publish it as yourself if it was AI written. But anyway, I went through and took out the couple of sections that I was trying to sound more professional or more, kind of, I don't know. I was trying to sound like a coach, I guess, and it probably just didn't sound like my voice from the rest of it. So I put fucking F-bombs in. I rewrote it like, well, just blah blah blah. And I actually wrote about, in one paragraph, I wrote about fucking beer truck buddy with the wrap thing passing you in a playground zone. Like, and that time it was like, this is 100% human written. It's like, oh, thank you very much. Yeah, it is, because I just fucking wrote it. Just like I wrote the other one and I wrote the other one. Oh my God. I am really grumpy today. Maybe I could have gone. No, I couldn't. See, I couldn't go wing foiling because you're on the ocean. So I couldn't like wear a fucking mask and go wing foiling. Fuck. See, I would have been not as grumpy if I would have been able to go wing foiling today. Fuck's sakes. Anyway, and my fucking dog is not eating her food. She's on antibiotics and she refuses to eat her fucking food and just wants treats. And oh God. Anyway, oh my God. I am really grumpy. So I just want to encourage everyone to fucking get outside while you can if you have clean air and, a healthy community that you can go outside in and have some fun, go for a hike, go for a swim, do whatever you want to do, ride your bike. I like really encourage you to take advantage while you can. And my heart bleeds for all the people and all the communities that are being evacuated right now, and and all the communities that are just under blankets and blankets of wildfire smoke. It's so terrible. But it's like, I think sometimes that's what people need to understand how serious this situation is with our overheating planet. And sometimes you don't recognize it until it's like the apocalypse out there. And we've had a lot of summers that have been like that here, where there were no fires really close to us, but the smoke ends up hanging over here. And people are like, holy shit, it looks like the apocalypse. Yeah, pretty much is. But anyway, keep your loved ones close and get outside when you can, and have a grab and go bag for in case of an emergency. And yeah, fuck AI. So sick of AI right now. And yeah, fuck AI. Write to your elected officials, local, provincial, federal, and just encourage them to do better and write better policies and pass better laws and legislation to protect our land, our water, our fresh air, the humans and creatures on the planet, because we've only got one planet and there's only, yeah, we're in trouble if we don't protect this planet and the people on it and the animals and the creatures on it. It's very worrying. So you don't have to get directly involved if you really don't want to, but maybe you want to. Maybe as you're thinking about what you want to do to ignite your second act, maybe you want to run for elected office. Some provinces are having elections coming up in a few months, and you know what? I've talked about it before. Everybody should have to serve on local government, city council, or regional district, I think, or school board, an elected position. I feel like everybody should have a go at that. Obviously, that's not possible. But yeah, I highly encourage you to think, if you think you have good ideas and you want to get more involved, please do. Please run for local government and get involved in your community. And understand what's happening with our changing climate and how you can do your part, and how governments really need to take this seriously and stop worrying about the fucking economy, because there is no economy and there are no jobs on a dead planet and a burnt fucking wildfire fucking planet. So we're running out of resources, we're running out of firefighters, and yeah, let's just all do our part. I wish you well for the rest of your day. That was my rant, which is not going to be very popular. But anyway, oh well. Back to your previously scheduled programming. I'll see you next time. Bye.